Good day, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel. But before we start our lesson, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell so you get updated every time I upload my video. Here we go. Let's start. Our lesson for today is processing farm wastes, or the lesson 5 and 6. Agricultural waste is unwanted or unsaleable materials produced wholly from agricultural operations directly related to the growing of crops or raising of animals for the primary purpose of making profit or for livelihood. In this learning outcome, collect farm waste, you are expected to learn how to prepare tools and materials for collection of farm waste, collect waste following OSH and waste equivalence and plan, collect dangerous and hazardous waste following hazmat protocol. But before we start, let's have an activity first. Fill in the blank the word that complete the sentence. Select the answer in the box. Write your answers in a separate sheet of paper. I will give it time to answer. Activity again. Write your answer in your notebook. What are the different general cleaning procedures? Let's explore. Visit the link below and answer the following questions. What is the video presentation all about? What are the different processes of composting? Agricultural waste is composed of organic waste, animal excreta in the form of slurries and farmyard manures, spent mushroom compost, soil water, and silage effluent. Includes natural waste, animal waste, and plant waste. Field wastes. It includes weeds, straws, animal wastes, animal dung, dead bodies, agro-industrial wastes, sugarcane, molasses, and peels. Waste management. Waste management helps maintain healthy environment for farm animals and can reduce the need for commercial fertilizers while providing other nutrients needed for crop production. The proper waste management of waste from agricultural operations can contribute in a significant way to farm operations. The purpose of waste management is to protect the environment and the public by keeping manure and contaminated without surface and groundwater and controlling application of manure nutrients to crop land such as the nutrients are available in the right quantity at the right time and the right place. Waste collection. Letter A. Establish a routine program for collection. B. Collect ward waste daily. C. Waste should be sealed. D. All containers and bags should be labeled. And E. Full containers should be immediately replaced with empty containers or bags. Management processes. Number 1. Source. Number 2. Generation. Number 3. Collection. Number 4. Transportation. And lastly, number 5. Disposal. Collection. Number 1. Waste like fruit and vegetable waste are collected from house called domestic waste. Number 2. Waste collected from road, street, or side. And number 3. Collected waste like dry refuse and green waste, animal dung from agricultural field. Composting. Composting is a method in which organic matter present in agricultural waste is decomposed by aerobically and anaerobically through a biochemical process and converted into humus. Composting is divided into number 1, preparation of agricultural waste, number 2, decomposition, number 3, product preparation and marketing, tools and materials for collection of farm waste. Compost manure preparation to encourage use of locally available materials to prepare organic fertilizer that is economically and environmentally sound in line with pathway approach to suitable agriculture. Materials required. Number 1, shovel, fork, hoe. Composting materials, yard waste and kitchen scrap, garden hose, buckets of water, and lastly, finished compost and garden soil. Ways to prepare compost. Number 1, fast composting, and number 2, slow composting. Why we use compost? Why so special about compost? Why not use organic matter directly? The biggest advantage of using compost is that the organic matter is partially decayed and has a much smaller volume. Further is the microorganism actively started in the post before it is applied to the crops, allowing for a very high concentration of these microorganisms. This makes the compost a concentrated, easy to absorb source of organic matter that benefits crops and reduce waste. You can follow this link on how the process of pit composting. Farm waste management. Farm waste management covers the responsible storage, collection, and disposal of all the preparation and implementation of a farm waste management plan. Farm waste management plan. The farm waste management plan must take into account the collection, storage, and disposal of all farm wastes. Implementation of the plan will reduce the risk of pollution and prevent the loss of valuable nutrients. Parts of the plan. Part 1. Completed farm waste checklist for the farm that ensures a high standard of farm management. Part 2. Completed farm waste location plan copy of your farm map showing areas of farm suitable and unsuitable for spreading farm waste. Farm waste location plan. A farm waste location plan is a copy of your farm map. In this picture, you can see that the blue color is the waterways including farm boundary. The red, areas where organic waste should never be applied. In the orange part, areas where there are high risk of pollution. The green part, all remaining areas can be used for spreading at any time of the year when land and weather conditions are suitable. And the white areas are not normally used for spreading organic waste and marked X. This is the sample map as you can see. There are the 4 types of hazardous waste. Number 1, ignitability or something flammable. Types of ignitable forms. Liquids with flash point, solid and spontaneously combined, oxidized and compressed gases. Number 2, corrosivity or something that can react or decompose. Corrosivity. Corrosive substance such as hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, and sulfuric acid have the ability to condense, causing the leakage of harmful materials. A corrosive is something liquid with pH of less than 2, 12.5, or has the ability to corrode steel. Number 3, reactivity. Given this instability, reactive waste can be dangerous. The EPA recognizes that there are too many conditions and situations to identify all type of reaction materials. Number 4, toxicity. Poisonous materials pose a threat to groundwater, in which can have long-term effects to human health and the environment. This is different from the fuel three characteristic groups, which the EPA views as containing immediate and first-hand dangerous. Example of hazardous waste: batteries, paints, solvents, cleaning agents, and pesticides. Hazardous, hazardous waste can be treated by chemical, biological, and physical methods. Chemical methods including ion exchange, precipitation, oxidation, and reduction, and neutralization. Among thermal method is high temperature incineration, which not only can detoxify certain organic waste but also can destroy them. Hazardous waste that has substantial and potential threats to public health or the environment. It is a waste with properties that make them dangerous or potentially harmful to human health or the environment. It can be liquids, solids, contained gases. Let's dig in. Make a poster on proper waste disposal. Send the output in your Google Classroom or Messenger. These are the materials needed: one piece of white cartolina or bond paper, one piece of pencil, one piece of ruler, and one set of crayons. Instructions: prepare the needed materials. Number 2, you learn the information sheets 1.1, the proper way of disposing waste, and the government laws regarding this. Imagine you are a farmer and you need to dispose your farm waste. Activity again. Identify the correct word to complete the sentence. Write your answer to your notebook. I will give you time to answer. Let's apply. To be familiar with dangerous and hazardous waste, you will make a pictorial report. Send it in your Google Classroom or Messenger. These are the instructions. Task yourself to do the following activities. List 5 of the existing hazardous waste found in your house. Number 2, take a picture of this different hazardous waste. Make a compilation of your photos and listing, including how they can be treated. This will be your pictorial report. If you have questions or queries, approach your teacher. Activity again. Match column A with column B. Write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. I will give you time to answer. This is the learning outcome number 2. Identify and segregate waste. In this learning outcome number 2, you are expected to learn how to identify waste by categories according to industries, standards, and environmental. 2. Placing stored waste into labeled containers to avoid littering and prevent cross-contamination. But before we start, let's have an activity. Write C if the statement is correct and F if the statement is incorrect. Write your answer in a separate sheet of paper. I will give you time to answer. Let's recall. Classify the following hazardous waste. Write your answer in your notebook. I will give it time to answer. Waste can be classified into five types of waste, which is commonly found around the house. This includes liquid waste, solid rubbish, organic waste, recyclable rubbish, and hazardous waste. Make sure that you segregate your waste into different types to ensure proper waste disposal. Type of wastes. Number 1, liquid waste, commonly found in households as well as the industries. This waste includes dirty water, organic liquids, wash water, wash detergents, and even rainwater. You should know also source waste. That liquid waste can be classified into point and non-point source waste. All manufactured liquid waste is classified as point. On the other hand, natural liquid waste is classified as non-point source waste. Solid rubbish include variety of items found in your household along with commercial and industrial locations. Solid rubbish is commonly broken down into following types. Letter A. Plastic waste consists of bags, containers, jar, bottles, and many other products that can be found in your household. Plastic is not a biodegradable, but many types of plastic can be recycled. Plastic should be not mixing your regular waste. It should be sorted and placed into your recycling bin. Number 2, paper or card waste includes packaging materials, newspaper, cardboards, and other products. Paper can be easily recycled and reused to make sure that to place them in your recycling bin or take them to the closest Brisbane recycling depot. C. Tins and metals. This can be found in various forms throughout your home. Most metals can be recycled. Consider taking these items to a scrapyard or your closest Brisbane recycling depot to diagnose all the waste type properly. D. Organic waste is common household waste. All food waste, garden waste, manure, and rotten meat are classified organic waste. Over time, organic waste is turned into manure by microorganisms. However, this does not mean that you can dispose them anywhere. Number 3. Organic waste. In landfills, cause the production of methane, so it must never be simply discarded with general waste. Instead, look to get a green bin from the Brisbane Council or hire a green skin bin or garden bag for proper waste disposal. 4. Recycled rubbish includes all waste items that can be converted into products that can be used again. Solid items such as paper, materials, furniture, metals, and organic waste can be recycled. Instead of throwing these items in with regular waste, which then ends up in landfills, place them in yellow recycle bin or take them to your local Brisbane recycling depot. And lastly, hazardous waste includes all types of rubbish that are flammable, toxic, corrosive, and reactive. This item can be harm to you as well as the environment and must be disposed of correctly. Therefore, I recommend to you to make use waste removal company for proper disposal of hazardous waste. Classification of waste. Sources of waste can be classified in four types: industrial waste, commercial and domestic, and agricultural. Number 1, industrial waste. created in factories and industries. Commercial waste are produced in schools, colleges, shops, and office. Domestic waste and agricultural waste. Types of waste disposal. Types of waste disposal. 1. Recycling. 2. Animal feed. 3. Biological reprocessing. 4. Incineration. And 5. Landfill. When speaking of waste, lean experts usually refer to transportation, inventory, motion, wetting, overprocessing, overproduction, and defects. Cleaning items, including solutions, buckets, cleaning cloth, and mop head, should be changed after use. They should also change immediately following the cleaning of blood or body substance spills. These items should be washed in detergent and warm water. Rinse and store dry between uses. Safe management of chemical. 1. Correct labeling and packaging. 2. Provision of materials safety data sheets. 3. Safe transport, storage, use, and disposal of substances. Labeling and packaging chemicals. Chemicals must be supplied in packages that are correctly labeled and suitable for the substance. Information provided on the label will depend on the type of substance and the risk. A. Signal words as caution, poison, or dangerous poison. A signal word alert used to the possibility of poisoning if the substance is swallowing, inhaled, or absorbed on the skin. B. Dangerous goods, ADG, diamond, if there is an immediate risk to health, or example given, keep away from combustible material. Ensure that containers remain labeled. Farmers must ensure that the original labels remain on containers or substances. If a substance is poured into a second container, such as spray tank, then that container must be labeled with the product name and appropriate risk and safety phrases. This can be generally be copied from the parent container. Labeling is not necessary if a substance is used immediately and its container is thoroughly clean. There are good reasons for ensuring that proper containers label are used. Using food containers to store poisons can result in poisoning due to accidental swallowing. Insurance companies may question liability if something goes wrong and an unlabeled container has been the cause of accident. Produce cannot be exported if maximum residues limits are exceeded. Label provide advice on permitted use and withholding periods for agricultural veterinary chemicals. Material safety data sheets. Material safety data sheets (MSDS) must be produced by this manufacturer or importer of hazardous substance. The MSDS is not just a piece of paper. It provides important and useful advice about what is in the product, its health effects, safe use and handling, storage, disposal, first aid, and emergency operation. Farmers must obtain the MSDS from their supplier and keep them in register where they are available to people who could be exposed to the hazardous substance. The register is a collection of MSDS and other information which can be kept in a folder, filing cabinet, or other practical system. The register can be kept in the house, workplace of the chemical store, as long as it remains accessible to emergency service personnel and any employees who may be exposed to hazardous substance. Waste storage facilities. A. Impermeable hence hard standing. Waste storage facilities. A. Impermeable, hard standing. B. Good drainage. C. Easy to clean surface. D. Convenient water supply. E. Ready accessible to staff. F. Secure and lockable. G. Good lighting and ventilation. And lastly, proof against rodents, insects, and birds. Waste labeling. Date of production, place of production, waste quantity, waste category, waste destination, UN symbol, and class. Let's dig in. Answer the following questions briefly in your notebook. What is waste? Give at least 5 examples of types of waste. I will give it time to answer. Activity again. Answer the following questions. Write it in your notebook. Let's apply. Visit your tool room and identify 5 tools, containers, which are not thoroughly cleansed, and record using the table below. It's not for me to say you love. Let's evaluate. Identify the word that complete the sentence. Choose your answer inside the box. Write your answer in a separate sheet of paper. I will give you time to answer. It's not for me to say.